What does Michael do? Something with money, I think.
And Michael was the first male in the family.
There's a kid inside, and I have him with me always. There's a kid inside.
He was an alternative person at age 4, I think. He really didn't go with the crowd. Incredible curiosity, but an amazing ability to delve into that which he was curious about.
There's a kid inside to this very day.
My brother was an avid documenter.
But he loves his horses. I mean, he really, and he is unbelievable about the statistics and the data and the knowledge of the business.
It's a little unusual that a man would keep such copious notes about his running activities.
Getting hurt, getting mad, fighting fights that are over, and unless I'm strong.
Michael, when he loved hockey.
Okay.
There were 4 boys all standing around with hockey sticks in their hands, never moving, because all the equipment and stuff and the uniforms that they had covered them from head to foot.
My brother actually decided he would set up his own little mock broadcast station in the basement.
Okay.
And I was instructed to be Sue Simmons. But I remembered that I was promptly fired after the first segment because I wasn't sitting correctly.
President Clinton said this week that ethnic cleansing in Kosovo cannot stand. Speaking at the White House Monday, Mr. Clinton warned that airstrikes over Yugoslavia will continue.
Clinton wants the Yugoslav president
to remove.
If I tried.
A very interesting and insightful young man about life and about music. And as a matter of fact, I learned a lot about music just talking to Mike on the phone.
Oh, really?
Something with horses, like racing them.
Oh, I think he's a jockey.
He always wanted to be a harness driver, Michael, when he was young.
He did?
Yes, he did. He tried. And I remember the first day that he wound up getting his qualifying license, and it was in an actual qualifying event at the Meadowlands.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you would describe it, but his nervousness would have made anybody laugh to the excretion of I can't explain what.
You could drive a person crazy. You could drive.
He's also nuts. He does crazy things. So it made him violently ill and green whenever he heard Andrew Lloyd Webber. He said,
"Yeah, actually, Mike, created the internet chat room."
Then he gets this page and answers the phone, and Mike's there saying, "You have just won the prize for the first person to sing White Christmas in Yiddish from this airport in Ohio," or something like that. So, I expect Mike to make these strange connections at random airports that no one else would think of. Nothing's impossible for him.
There was a nice minimum of about 1,000 sodas down in the basement, and he instructed me and my best friend at the time that we were going to engage in about a 2-hour-long tasting test.
Right.
So he could prove to us that Sara Lee was indeed the best stock to own.
Wacko!
Wacky then and wacky now. I'd say he hasn't changed in the wacky aspect of him much.
There are a million crazy memories of Mike.
The Jewish Students for Clinton bus tour, he decided to take on the Clinton motif of the bus tour and organize a singular bus tour in his car to visit Jewish students at Hillels and campuses all around the Northeast or wherever. So he decorated his car with all sorts of paraphernalia and hit the road.
Is it him and 3 friends?
Him and himself.
I thought he was a rabbi.
And celebrated the 50th anniversary of my bar mitzvah. And they reproduced the cake, interviewed the twin cantors' descendants. It was humiliating.
All throughout our time there, Mike would do all kinds of crazy things. He would pick up his cell phone in the middle of a race. He would call the race caller's box at Balmoral. He would inform Peter Galassi that it was my birthday, and sure enough, 10 minutes later, I would be sitting there watching television and be wished happy birthday from the race announcer.
He's wacko.
There's a school up in Boston.
The most interesting conversation we had was with this janitor in a Japanese chemical firm. Mike kind of goads him on. So at the end, we managed to get out of it. 2 weeks later, a big package comes in the mail. We have, in Japanese, a Super Bowl poster and a little football that's got in Japanese the inscription. So presumably this stuff is still hanging in the Bahia today. But this is the kind of entertainment that we had with under Mike's regime.
And in fact, they don't think there are any outstanding restraining orders against Mike.
Well, running 9 consecutive marathons is completely lunatic. He's crazy.
The fondest I have is actually watching him finish the marathon. And crossing that end line and just this look of relief and this look of success on his face as he crossed the end line of the marathon.
And really following that, Mike and I made many, to say the least, visits over to the off-track betting parlor all throughout law school, whether it was the night before a final or a weekend or whatever. We were pretty much inseparable and made our way over to the off-track at every possible instance.
We were in Delaware, Ohio at the Little Brown Jug when his father's horse set a world record there.
Oh, really?
And I've never seen Michael. Michael's very sedate, quiet. Not that day. He was off the ground. I've never seen him so excited. I hope he's that excited on his wedding day.
When we pick up our story next, we find we're in New York. There's a bar in the...
He met at a Broadway show, a Sondheim revival, I think.
Come on, you're kidding, right? Didn't you go to the website?
I was at the inauguration with him.
Right.
And I told him I had a great woman for him.
Right.
And he should go out with her. The only little catch was that she lived in Toronto.
Right.
And then...
Just some tiny little thing.
Well,
Because he lives in...
He lived in New York and Chicago at that point.
Okay.
We projected that she was the one at first meeting.
The four of us, Marty and I, Ellen and Al, got into the plane, looked at each other and said, this is the woman that Michael is going to marry.
We also, I'm a New Yorker and she's a Torontonian, so it was a similar type of geographical relationship there. So we knew these things could work.
When did you first meet Tovit?
At the racetrack.
Well, actually, the first time I met her was at a racetrack.
So he brought her to the track.
I met Tovit at the racetrack.
Which one?
I think it was at the Meadowlands.
Michael introduced me to her. I believe I met her at the racetrack at the Meadowlands upstairs.
And then I hear this frantic message from Mike that she's moving into my building. Oh my God. And I met her shortly after that.
Tovit somehow moved to New York and perchance to Michael's apartment building.
Of course. Well, it was sort of a coincidence, which I think that she'd all the buildings in Manhattan, she'd come into the same building. So
Yeah.
I used to get suspicious that something might be brewed.
You think it's a coincidence?
No.
Thanks for the tips on the horses.
Well, Dave, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Sure.
And make sure you come again soon. Where are we off to now?
I'm going to go visit Tovit.
Oh, that's a good idea. You know where she is?
Yeah, all the way across town.
All right.
See ya.
Take care.
Waiting around for the girls upstairs after the curtain came down. Money.
Hi, Tovit. Come on out and say hi to everybody.
Hi, Dave.
It takes hours.
Well, they have this imaginary friend, Peter James Fish, a garbage man from Colorado.
Imaginary? Do I look imaginary to you? Hi, I'm Peter James Fish, and I am not a garbage man.
What was your reaction when you first heard that Mike and Tovit were getting married?
It was a little shocked.
I was rather shocked.
It caught me a little off guard.
What took you so long?
I planned to do my house, and I told Michael that at any time that he was going to become engaged, I needed a 6-month lead time. But he ignored me.
Very excited, a little surprised. Like, just how could my sister be getting engaged? You know?
Did you expect that it would be with this guy?
Yeah, but not so soon.
I thought she's nuts.
Thought she was nuts?
Yeah, he's high maintenance. Michael's high maintenance. She's got to have the patience of a saint.
I think she made a good choice.
I always wanted Michael to just find that person that was going to let Michael be Michael. And he definitely found it with Tovit. There's no doubt in my mind.
So what do you think of Tovit? Do you think Tovit? Do you think she can?
I think Tovit is going to whip him into shape.
Mike has great taste.
Think so?
And more than music.
Somehow, I think in Mike's presence, Tovit will be able to overcome a lot of bridges.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Anytime Tovit tells you that she has conquered her fear of heights and she's ready to take on an adventure, don't believe her. It's not true.
Thank heaven he found a young lady to suit him and his idiosyncrasies, and to love him for it.
Tovit, I can say that since the time I've met Mike, it was clear that he was waiting for you.
Advice for Tovit? Learn all the words to all these Sondheim musicals and practice a lot.
If I may coin a word, mazel tov to you both.
Ski. Definitely ski.
One word, Gillian. She's your ticket in.
Good luck in the future.
Certainly hope that they'll have as wonderful children as we had in them, and that they'll have wonderful lives together.
I look forward to a lifetime of delivering practical jokes to the two of them, get them before they get me.
To reach everything that your heart desires for the future.
Not too many grandchildren, but enough.
We wish them a long and happy life together, and to procreate as they see fit. We're looking forward to being great-grandparents.
Tovit and Mike, Al and I are so thrilled for both of you. I wish that we could have been there today to join everyone in wishing you well. Congratulations on this fabulous occasion. We wish you both a lifetime of happiness. Mazel tov.
Best wishes to Mike and Tovit. May God bless your marriage and your life together.
Mazel tov, Tovit and Mike. I'm glad to be here with your parents in the White House.
Mazel tov, Tovit and Mike. Here's to Michael and Tovit. I hold here in my right hand Mike and Tovit's top 10 list. From the home office in Park City, Utah, the top 10 reasons why we're getting married. So that would be those reasons why Tovit is marrying Mike and why Mike is marrying Tovit. The top 10 reasons we're getting married. Here we go! Reason number 10.
Only way to get back the lamp I lent her when she moved in upstairs.
Reason number 9.
Saying yes was the only way to get off the George Washington Bridge.
Number 8.
Wanted an excuse to sing "O Canada" more frequently.
Number 7.
Unlimited sour sticks.
Number 6.
Felt it unfair to continue to displace 2 Joel children every time we came to visit.
Reason number 5.
Mike has set a goal to run 20,000 miles during the next decade. I'll never see him anyways.
Number 4.
To demonstrate my true commitment to free trade, I wanted to literally embrace my NAFTA neighbors.
Number 3.
3 words. 2002 Olympic Games.
Reason number 2.
She was the first person I dated whose internet domain name was still available.
And the number 1 reason why we're getting married.
Married? Are you insane?
I am insane.
Well, that's it for me, kids. Congratulations, Mike and Tovit. As they say in the old country, mazel tov. Drive safely, everybody. So long.